just chopping up some bacon. This is going to go with the green beans. Tonight, doing a little bit of cooking, but I'm here. I'm going to make some dinner. We're going to make some chicken, green beans, mashed potatoes. Let me get this all done. Welcome in. If it's your first time, please like and subscribe. Just had to find a little dish. Find a little dish. I'm gonna do some. I think I wrote mashed potatoes. I'm not doing mashed potatoes. I'm gonna do roasted potatoes, actually. Yeah, so. Is what it is. We grab a bowl for those. Ooh, the bacon I just chopped is for the green beans. We're gonna do a little green bean action, and because we're doing roasted, gonna do some onion. Oh, and I don't have my. Here. I like to keep a little bag on the counter just for the garbage because I don't like going back and forth. That's what it is. But yeah, I'm just here chill, cooking dinner. Nothing major. If you come in, please say hi. Please say hello. It's always nice to meet new people. Anybody has any questions, by all means, happy to answer. I'm doing roasted potatoes. I'm just kind of putting the onions into chunks they're gonna go into the oven with the potatoes on the same pan, on this greased sheet pan that I got right here. And that little beep in the background was the oven telling me that it's ready. So, kind of started and prepped everything up before everybody got here. JW, welcome in. Good to see you, bro. I'm just making some roasted potatoes, green beans, and chicken. That's about it. So, you're in T-mail. I do. All right. So, I'm going to make roasted potatoes, green beans, and some chicken. India, welcome from India. Look at that. International, right off the spot. Welcome in, guys. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to dice these up into little, like, quarters. They're about that big. Just enough for a fork, you know? We don't want to do knives and, fork and knives. I like to have it just fork, if possible. We're going to try to get them all the same size that they cook at the same time together. Pretty hard. Hey, how you doing, sis? Good to see you. Yeah, I decided to come back on live because I know I've been out for a while, guys. I had a lot of personal stuff that's been happening, so. You see, I'm just throwing them in a pot right now. Now, normally, if I was gonna boil these and make mashed potatoes, I would definitely have them in water so they didn't brown up. But because I'm gonna toss these in oil and seasonings and roast them in the oven. I'm just kind of rough chopping them, as you can see. I'm glad that you think so. I miss my mustache. I've had it for 20 years, and the fact that after I shaved it, they told everybody, oh, you can keep a mustache. You just have to get rid of the beards. I was like, devastated. I'm like, are you really kidding? Is that what we're doing? Tell everybody they can't. Then, all right, that's probably enough for dinner. I'm gonna take these other two. We'll save those for another night. Maybe one more small one. Just to have. I like having leftovers, you know. But yeah. I think these are gonna take the longest. That's why I'm doing them first. When you're cooking your dinner, you always want to start with whatever it's going to take the longest to do, you know? So, Angry Bird. Okay, bye. You're going to sleep. Good night, Angry Bird. Thank you for stopping in. So I got a little vegetable oil. I'm going to throw on these guys. Don't want to use olive oil because olive oil will burn before the potatoes cook. Vegetable oil, canola oil, peanut oil, any of those are okay to cook with. You know, you get the lighter oils, they've got a lower burn point, and that's not going to be good. So I got the oil in there. Let's see, can you guys see? Yeah. Remember, we got the onions and the stuff in there. We're gonna do. I don't know what we're gonna do. I'm just gonna look in my cabinet and see. We got some garlic powder. We got some cumin. Oh, I even got a better idea. I got a better idea. In case Miss Helms comes in. In case Miss Helms come in, I get the adobo seasoning. We're gonna have adobo flavored. Now this has got all the salt and all the seasoning you need. This is a Puerto Rican condiment. It's called adobo. DeAndre, I'm sorry, it's not called adobo. But yeah, what I'm gonna do is coat them all plenty in oil. If you can't flip like this, don't be intimidated. You can just stir them around with a spoon. But you want to make sure all those potatoes are evenly coated. And this has got salt. It's like an all-purpose salt, garlic, oregano, and turmeric. Okay. I guess that's essentially it. But the blend is perfect. You know. But it is mostly salt, so you gotta keep that in mind. But you also gotta keep in mind that potatoes are gonna absorb the salt as well. You're making some chicken and rice for dinner. Awesome, pretty. JW, I did the same thing, but with ranch seasoning. Yes, ranch seasoning. I actually did a recipe where I made burgers with ranch seasoning. All right, I think that's good. I think these are well seasoning. I'm gonna throw them on my little pan. And that's that. Throw that out of the way. I'm gonna put a nice even little layer on there. Shake it around. Now keep in mind there are onions on there too. They're gonna get a little charred, but that's okay. We call them caramelized. All right, those are gonna go into an oven for 350 till while we're doing the rest of the stuff. I do have a pot of water getting ready for. I do have a pot of water getting ready for these green beans. Green beans get going if they're in boiling water. It's only 8 minutes. So. They are not going to take that long. I guess I should have got a pot for those guys too. These are fresh green beans. All I'm going to do is take the stems off of them. You know? But let me get a bowl for that. Excuse me, Max. Thank you, sir. So, yeah, I'm just going to go quick and I asked the girls if they wanted to take the stems out. They said no. So, these green beans were $2 for the bag. So I got a pound of green beans for $2, which is good. Oh, thank you, JW. Appreciate it, man. Yeah. I believe it or not, I grew up in this house. This was my parents' house, and I bought it from them when I got older. So, yeah, I come from a family that likes to cook a lot. So. Source, hello, welcome in, sir. Welcome in. Good to see you. I can't wait to see Rudy on Saturday. It's gonna be a fun one. I got my timer set for that one too. Rudy's this Saturday, right, Source? So I'm just getting these stems off. Just the hard pieces. That's it. Should be able to get through pretty good. And anything, sometimes especially if you get them on sale, you gotta watch and make sure that they're not like brown. And cause there's a reason usually that they're going on sales, because they got a surplus and they gotta get rid of them. But these seem pretty good. And they don't have too many stems on them, so I'm blowing right through this. So that's gonna be awesome. Yeah, every once in a while you get these little stems. Those aren't pleasant to eat. And I'm with the same. One of my chefs is like, well, if you can't eat it, don't put it on the plate. I agree with that, including like shrimp tails. I hate getting shrimp tails in my food. Because if you're gonna eat something with shrimp in it, why do you gotta peel your own shrimp, you know? I understand some people say that, you know, right, that's done. Left the cookie cabinet open. Oh, please. Get rid of this. All right. I don't know what we're going to. I'm not sure what we're going to season the chicken with, guys. I think I have some. Yes. Rotisserie chicken seasoning. So that's what, just McCormick, something I probably got on sale. It's rotisserie chicken seasoning, good all-purpose seasoning. Yeah, Source, it's time for me to start cooking at work, so it is what it is, you know. The worst thing is they told me that I had to be completely shaved, no facial hair was going to be allowed. And then when I did start back, they said, oh, mustaches were okay. And I'm like, you gotta be kidding me. I've worked here with a mustache for 20 years. You guys tell me can't have facial hair. So now it's gone. So even one of my subscribers used to call me Mr. Mustache. MM was the nickname. MM. Hey, Mr. Mustache. No, that's not, no, I'm not doing that. No, your sister is, actually. Your sister's the one that's scratching for me, Bill. Thank you, I appreciate it, Bill. And she does wash her hands, by the way. So what we're gonna do now, I guess, is prep the chicken, because we got all the produce out of the way. And, yeah, right? Got the water boiling. It's only gonna take 8 minutes for the green beans to be done. So, let's see, what we're gonna do is I honestly don't know how the hell I'm gonna do this yet. I'm not sure if I'm gonna grill them roast them or pan fry them? I haven't decided that. Give me a vote, guys. Everybody in the chat, give me a vote. Am I roasting, grilling, or pan searing, pan frying? What do you guys want to see? All three I can do. Pan fry, JW. I almost did marsala, but I forgot to get mushrooms at the store, Bill. It's funny that you said that. I seriously was gonna, that's what I was gonna do. Well, either application, I'm gonna split these breasts in half because these are big guys. We're gonna make like a little, you can make them a little bit smaller and quicker to cook, for sure. We're gonna trim the fat off. Chicken, I can't see Bill. I gotta go look. Chef Bill Carrar requests chicken cordon bleu. I don't have the ingredients for that. Sorry. Morango. Chicken Kiev. No, I don't have. My pantry is limited, so I'm down. But it's funny that you said marsala first because that was actually. And then I got home from the store and I'm like, oh, I didn't get any mushrooms. And I think I got marsala. No, that's the reason. I wasn't sure if I had marsala wine or not to be able to make chicken marsala, but it was very close because we like chicken marsala at my house. My wife is she loves mushrooms. I'm just trimming the fat off of this. This isn't actually the best knife to do it, but it's the one I had already dirtied, so do the same thing with this one. We're gonna have like 6 little fillets of chicken. So I guess we're gonna do pan fried for JW. Plain boiled chicken. No, we're gonna do pan fried. We'll figure something out. We'll do some pan fried chicken. We'll do some pan fried. How's your vacation going, Bill? You enjoying your time off? Chicken cacciatore. I could have done that actually because I've got the pasta sauce. But I'm doing adobo flavored potatoes, so it wouldn't really go that good with it. I don't think. So let's pan fry these little bad boys. I'm just gonna give them a couple slices because we're gonna opposite. Don't do the same little marks because you'll end up cutting them in half. You know. Is that going on? I'm just scoring these guys just to make sure that they're gonna cook a little faster. But not only that, they're gonna absorb some of the. I'm not gonna marinate them. I'm gonna give them some seasoned flour. So, you know. But I want that seasoning to get in. Ooh, this one's gonna be that's gonna be a messy one. That's for sure. Usually, if you do it right, you can get them where they're in their own little fillets, you know. But yeah, like I said, I'm just scoring them just to get it. All right, so now we gotta get. Ooh, it's gonna stay there because it's got chicken on it. One second, guys. Hang on, I'll read the comments in a second. Jamal, welcome. Bless you too, brother. Bless you too. Twin bro. Chicken and dumplings. Yeah, there's a lot of stuff. I'm just going with what I can in my pantry. Thank you. Thank you for the comments, though. I appreciate it, Bill. You're always a very good person on suggesting things. Guys, we've actually this is my chef. He's taught me quite a bit. Bill Carrar, that is. He busts my balls a lot, but I bust his back, so it's all in fun. So any moderators, please don't cut him out. Bill, try to stay appropriate. Remember that children do watch YouTube. So, but Mrs. King. I'm not sure what that is. I'm sorry. Bill. Oh, Jamal. Yeah. We were just talking about that. Yeah. I'm all cleaned up. I got to be in presented in the public now. So, you know. Rudy, hello. Rudy, I was just talking about you. I can't wait to see your interview on Saturday. All right, so what I'm going to do is start making the flour mixture for this. I'm just going to get a pan. I got a sizzle plate I guess I could use. I guess I'm going to pan fry it. JW says pan fry it. Not a bad idea. So that's what we're going to do. Just got to get a container ready with... That means that could go away, that's for sure. We got to get a container with... paper towels in it. Because once I pan fry them, I want the grease to kind of drain a little bit from them. DeAndre, if you ever watch this is what I was talking about when you're doing your fried chicken wings. You can use newspaper. If you don't, back in the day we used newspaper. We didn't have as many paper towels, so I don't know. Both of them work. But whatever it is, it's just basically to absorb the oil after you fry something. Perfect thing is if you have a cooling rack to put it on, and then throw some stuff underneath so that it dries down or drips down. You know. Thank you, Jamal. Thank you. The source. October 25th. That's this Saturday or next Saturday? And do I have it wrong? Source? Is he? I thought he was this Saturday. I thought Rudy was this Saturday. Wait a minute, it's the 22nd today. So yeah, it will be this Saturday. So, all right, excuse me. Rudy, I can't wait, buddy. I can't wait. That's going to be an interesting... He's been on your lives every week anyways, Source. So it'll be fun to do a one-on-one, just talking with him. That's awesome. All right, back to what I was doing. I can't use a wet bowl that I've already used. I gotta find a bowl real quick that I can put, a bowl and a plate. All right, we can do that. All right, so I got a plate to put the finished in. And let's put some flour and let's season it up really good. All-purpose flour. Doesn't have to be self-rising. It doesn't have to be anything. I'm sure you could use other alternatives. If you're gluten-free, you can use rice flour, stuff like that. Don't need a whole lot, really, because we're just going to give them a little light coat. Ooh, there you go. Sorry, it was out of the frame. But basically, just a little bit of flour. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to dump most of my seasonings. I'm dumping most of my seasonings into this. All right, let's see, Jamal. Okay. I don't think there's none. I'm sorry if I get. I'm cooking, so I don't get a chance to see everybody. I hope I didn't miss anything. Jamal, The Source, Bill Carrar, Pretty Heart. Thank you all for stopping in. JW. All right, there we go. Now we got Jessica Lang. Wow, that's a long name. Hi, is Jessica Lang, is that Sunflower? Jessica, is that Sunflower? Oh, okay. All right. You change your name so often, I can't keep up, hon. So, I put the rotisserie chicken and seasoning in. Just got salt. As you can see, I'm not shy with that. You know? I'm really not going to be shy with that. In fact, I may add more because after it's all mixed around, yeah, all right. See, you want to see the color in that. If you don't see the color, then that's not going to be, if you can't see it, you're not going to be able to taste it. Like what I say, when I'm making my seasonings and stuff, you got to be able to smell it. If you're not able to smell it, you're not going to be able to taste it. Number one, because you get, all right, so we get these, we're just going to dip them in there. From a light flour coating. Like I said, if you're gluten-free, they've got gluten-free flour you can use. Just substitute that. That's all right. This isn't an actual recipe. This is just me screwing around. JW said saute, and I think that was a good idea. Because I had to go out to the grill anyways. And roasting, I'm already roasting the potatoes, so, you know. It's a little bit of pan fried. Pan fried will be good. I'm just coating these guys and throwing them on the plate. I don't know if you can see through the comments. I can't. Blue butterflies, welcome in. I am going to make some, you weren't here for the vote. I'm going to make some sauteed chicken, green beans, and roasted potatoes. That's what I'm doing right now. I'm just flouring up the chicken to get ready to shallow pan fry it, you know. I got the potatoes in the oven. It's good to see you, Blue. I got some bacon chopped up. Oh, I wanted to saute the bacon. Oh, I wanted to saute the green beans too. See, that's the thing. They saw I boil the green beans to a certain point, and then I saute them, usually in bacon fat. I don't have any bacon fat available, but I do have a little bit of bacon I chopped up just to throw in. That'll work. You know. Hey, you guys got to be able to think on your feet and work. You know. You got to be able to use what you got. You know. Especially now, groceries are freaking through the roof. You got to go. That essentially is how I pick my dinners. Is I just go through and I see what's on sale and what's cheap. And sometimes, you know, the grocery store's got different things that are cheap, and I'm like, okay, let's do it. We're having pork chops tonight, or we're having this tonight, or you know, whatever. See, now that's a shame. All of this. All that's got to go to waste. So don't need a lot. You know? If you're gonna do it at home for like 1 or 2 people, just sprinkle some flour on a plate. You don't have to, you know, do a whole bowl. You're gonna have to give me a second because normally I use wet hand, dry hand. But couldn't do that today. because of obvious reasons, but you know. Who is this over here? Blue butterflies. Bye, Jessica. Bye, Sunflower. Thank you. Thanks for stopping in, hon. All right, this has got raw chicken, so that's gonna go right into the sink. You don't want to cross-contaminate anything. So there we go. There's our chicken that's breaded. I'm gonna check the potatoes right now. I'm gonna wash the knife off that I was using with the chicken. I did keep it separate, specifically because I don't want to put it into the water where I'm gonna cool the green beans or anything like that. I don't want to cross-contaminate. But what I am gonna use is this as a poker to see if the potatoes are done, if they're soft enough. As Bill Carrar would say, we stab it with our steely knife to see if it's done. So, take care, Source. Thank you for stopping in. Yes, sir, it is. And they've even got, I don't know who Peter is, but they've got Attack Peter on the side of the PVR. I don't know who Peter is, so I know Godzilla. It says Godzilla. I don't know what that is. Maybe it's a marketing. I mean, look at that. It says Godzilla, Attack Peter. Oh, it's backwards for you guys. Sorry. It says Attack Peter. I don't know. Is what it is. I'm gonna go check the potatoes right now. See what we got. We got a long ways. Now I can't see anything because I'm all fogged up from the oven. All right. You got it, Source. Thank you, Doran, for stopping in. I really appreciate it. Thank you. Welcome. Anytime. Anytime, welcome here, buddy. All right. So what are we going to do? Get the pot boiling. Let's do the green beans. Because I'm going to... Boiling pot of water. I'm going to boil these green beans for 8 minutes and throw them into cool water. Essentially, that's it. I'm going to set the timer for 8 minutes before I forget. Hi, Max. So, yeah, Max is coming in to say hi, guys. Sorry. Well, anytime I'm in here cooking, he thinks somebody has fed him scraps from the table. It was not me, guarantee you that. But I know when he sits down that he's expecting it, so. Max is doing good. He's doing good. Thanks, Blue. So, what can we do? I guess we can fry the stuff up. I'm gonna have to move the thing over. I can do that though. We can do that. Just give me a second on air to set it up and. I've got to get all of my prep. As you know, we've got a pan with paper towels. Sorry. I couldn't think for a second. Paper towels, and they're going to absorb the oil from the pan-fried chicken that we did. You know? This actually makes me even want to make some gravy. So we'll have to see on that. What do you think? I can do some gravy. What are we thinking? Maybe I could do gravy with the pan sauce. I can make some pan gravy. Yeah, that's what I'll do. I'll show you guys how to make some pan sauce. It's easy. Butter, flour, chicken stock. Well, we'll make some pan gravy. Let's do that. That'll be fun. You guys want to see that? I don't know. I'm going to move the chicken over. We got 6 minutes. All right. So now, I gotta unplug. I was actually charging the phone. Now that's gotta go. Ooh. My tripod. That was the one, but we're done with the prep, so we can stick it over here. All right, let's see. You guys see the green beans? All right. You're not gonna see this ugly mug, so that'll probably make the food look a little more appetizing, you know. But thanks everybody for being here. Number one. I'm just gonna stir those green beans around. All right, so. All right, we're gonna start. We've got all those floured, seasoned chicken breast. And that is definitely not hot enough. Oh, that's definitely not hot enough. You don't, when you pop your chicken in the pan, you don't want to hear splash. You want to hear sss. You want to hear sizzle. You know? I'm actually going to take that out until it gets hot because I don't want to. Oh. First fail of the video. Hey, is what it is though, right? Hey, that's how we learn. Everybody learns from their mistakes, you know? So you guys just learn from my mistake for free, see? Let that sucker get hot. What I do is actually take a little bit of water, splash it in. Now you see how that's sizzling now? You hear that? All right. Now it's ready. Wasn't ready a minute ago when I just plopped that in. See, this should. Yeah. Can you see those bubbles? Oh, I guess you can. See those bubbles? That's what you want. You don't have it half, it's not going to work. I'm only going to be able to do 3 at a time. So I've got 6. So 3, 3, 3. And I can hear them sizzling as I lay them down. Excuse me. I'm going to give the green beans just a little stir. Not that they need it. But I am just boiling them for 8 minutes, and then I've got cool water to put them in to stop the cooking process. And then I'm going to saute them with some garlic butter and bacon bits. If I had bacon fat, I would saute them in the bacon fat, because beans and bacon go hand in hand. If you're vegetarian, you can use vegan butter. You can use whatever alternate you have to fry. You know? I mean, technically, you could make this entire recipe vegan if you wanted to, because you could use tofu, fry the tofu, batter it like chicken, do the same thing. You do that. I would recommend using extra seasoning, you know, for your chicken. You know, but yeah, the potatoes are vegan. Everything's, you know, hey, it is what it is. You just got to make little changes. You always got to be able to adjust what you're doing. You know, especially when you're cooking. I find that you No, 1 more minute for the green beans. We're gonna have to pull them out. Probably gonna be about 4 more minutes for this. What we can do is, all right, we're gonna make a pan sauce with this. All right, we can do that. I'm gonna have to get some chicken stock ready. Give me 1 second. One more minute, sorry. That's the timer for the green beans. All right, I'm coming, I'm coming, I'm coming. Okay, green beans are done. I turn the now. What I've got, they got a bowl with cool water ready for them. Now what I want to do is cool these down. I don't want them to be. I don't like limp vegetables. You know. Nobody wants teeny weeny, shriveled little, short green beans. Nobody wants them. Those breasts should be browning up good on one side. Better check them, make sure it's not too high. Look at those. Oh, you guys can't see those bad boys. Down a little bit. There we go. DW, thank you for chicken pan fried. I like those. What I'm doing is making some chicken base. You can use bouillon cubes, but you got to keep in mind that those have salt in them. So if you're doing that, you got to lay back on the salt a little bit. Yeah, we got Max is doing good. Louis Carrar. She likes the Louis. She likes the pan fried chicken as well. So that's what we're gonna do is pan fried chicken. You just missed your father. He was in here giving suggestions because I was asking the panel what I should make. You know. No, those are fresh green beans. Oh no, shriveled green beans. Yeah. Nobody likes a limp green bean. That's what I was telling them. Cool them down. Boil them 8 minutes. Throw them in a cool bath water. You want a nice tough green bean, you know. You don't want it to just be soft and soggy. You know? Everybody likes a tough green bean, right? Right? I wish you were here. You could have helped me with the determination of what we were going to do with dinner. I almost did chicken marsala, but I forgot to get some mushrooms. And I wasn't sure if I had marsala wine here, which I didn't, which I'm glad that I didn't. But that was something I was contemplating. But I put it up on the panel tonight, whether we're going to do pan-fried grilled or baked chicken breast. So, JW Outdoors. You actually watched my live video with him when I ran up to grab another beer with him. He suggested that I do pan fried, which is great. So, however, I'm not sure. I'm going to need a wooden spoon if I'm going to make sauce in here, because this is a Teflon pan, so yeah, you can't use a steel. Don't ever use steel utensils on your Teflon pans, guys, you know. It'll actually scrape that stuff off. Number one, it'll make it not non-stick anymore, and number two, it'll just get into you, and it's not good for your body. Alright, so we got those 3 pieces ground up. I'm throwing them on the paper towels. They don't have to be 100% done because we're gonna cook them in the gravy. You know? Yeah. Whoa! Yeah, those guys are done. So we're gonna put the last 3 pieces in and put them away from yourself. Don't slap them on like this, okay? Because that can splash up to you. Always put your chicken in the fryer away from you. All right, just a little advice. As long as you do that, you don't have to worry about getting splashed. That's a good thing. Especially when you're doing this stuff at like the middle of the night and you're just in your, you know, skivvies. To be determined. Okay. So Blue, Max was doing good. All right, we had a lot of people running through here. We still got some in. That's awesome. Pan fried chicken. We're gonna do these, and then I guess we're gonna make a little pan sauce for giggles. And then I gotta figure out what I'm gonna do. I was gonna saute the green beans, so I mean, I guess we can do that. Let me clean up while I'm waiting for those to cook. I might clean up a little back here. Maybe get another pan ready for the green beans. So we could do that. Sorry it's so dirty over here, but you know, it is what it is. So you got that pan on low. Let's throw some butter in there. And we're gonna throw, what am I doing here? 2 tablespoons of butter per pound of green beans. That's what I'm using. Okay? So, 2 tablespoons of butter per pound of green beans. I'm going to throw these in. I'm going to throw the bacon bits in. It was leftover cooked bacon that I had frozen. I'm just going to crisp it up. I'm going to actually throw a little bit of, I got some minced garlic. I'm just going to throw in. Now I use unsalted butter, so I am going to salt this. I've got this on low so that it doesn't burn. I don't want the butter to burn. I don't want the, all I'm going to do is basically just cook the garlic crisp up the bacon and then toss the green beans in it. So that should be good. If you want to learn something, you poke your head upstairs and watch. Oh, I'd love to. I always love to poke my head upstairs. Yeah, that'd be good. I'm working with what I got. I got no shallot. You know what I do have, though, is some onion. And maybe I'll chop some onion up real quick. That's not a bad idea at all, Louis. Good idea. So, sorry I'm off camera, guys. But you get to watch the stuff sizzle. Alright, so we're going to add a little bit of onion in there into the green beans. That will add some flavor with the garlic. Shallots would be ideal, but like it. Yeah. Hi, pretty. Oh, you're just in time. We're just finishing up. I decided to make a pan sauce. So I'll show you guys how to do a little gravy. Those are nice and browned up. Oh yeah. Listen to that sizzle. Oh yeah. So, like I said, we're gonna need a wooden spoon for this because same thing. Those onions are not as fine as the garlic. I should have put the garlic in after the onions, but I got the idea late, so, you know, it is what it is. Thank you so much, pretty. I like it. I like it when you're here. Definitely put a smile on this face. Oh, Matt, what are you doing? Oh my God. We got a little bit of an emergency. Jesus Christ, Matt. Really? Max decided that he was going to get the bottle of oil that I put away that I was using to fry this with and pull it out and start chewing on it. So now there's oil all over the frickin' floor. Thanks, Max. Thanks, Max. My daughter just mopped the floor yesterday. She's gonna be so PO'd, you know? Cooking with the munchies. I'm doing sauteed chicken, some green beans, and roasted potatoes. Oh, speaking of roasted potatoes, let's check those guys. And Max took the bottle of vegetable oil and decided to make a toy out of it, so now I got a puddle of oil on the floor. Not a puddle, but enough to cause a scene, that's for sure. Alright, potatoes are not done. They're gonna be a few more minutes. In fact, I'm gonna crank up the oven to 400. I'm cranking the oven up to 400. All right. And then we're gonna munchies. We're gonna make a pan sauce with it too. So the green beans. I got bacon. I got some onions. Somebody wanted shallots. I don't have shallots, but I did have some onions. So that's what the green beans are gonna be. Hold on, I can't see the way that it's cranked up. You're making coq au vin, mashed potatoes and broccoli for 90 people. That's very funny because we just put coq au vin on our menu for lunch at the place that I work at. And I haven't seen that in 15 years, I want to say. That's an old school recipe. Oh, I can imagine. Thank you for taking the time to come in and peek on little old me. That's for sure. Right, these aren't, I want them a little bit more done because they were a little thick. These ones are the thicker side. I don't want them to burn, but I don't want them to be, yeah, like that one's done. You tell by the firmness, you know? All right, let's start working on the pan sauce, okay? So, I turn this down to low for a second. It's got oil in there and all of those magical little drippings from the chickens. So what I'm gonna do is, why can't I find my knife? There it is. I'm gonna throw another 2 tablespoons of butter in, just so we got the fat. And that should incorporate pretty good. I would say deglaze it with, I got some red wine, but that wouldn't really, I mean, I guess it would go okay, but I'd prefer white wine. No, I'm going to deglaze. I'm not going to use any wine at all. I'm going to use the chicken stock. I would prefer white wine, but if I don't have white wine, I just use the chicken stock and the butter. And again, yeah, I'd put shallots in here too, but don't have shallots. I think red wine would make the chicken, I guess I'm used to dealing with children, and the color that the red wine would make the sauce, it would be a turn off for them. All right, let me get some flour in here, guys. Again, all-purpose flour. This is bubbling. This pan is hotter than I want it to be, for sure. But we will take care. All right, that's about 2 tablespoons of flour to the 2 tablespoons of butter, and I'm just gonna make a roux with this, which is basically just mix it all up and let it cook for a minute. That's it. I just want to break all of that up, and you want to throw all the stuff in. I'm actually trying to deglaze that pan with the butter too. Kind of working. It's kind of working, but I wouldn't recommend it. I'm doing this all on the fly. I'm just trying to. Let me give it about another minute, and I think it's done. So I can smell the flour starting to cook. If you don't cook the flour enough while you're making your sauce, the more it heats up, the more it thickens, and then you end up with a piece of glue, and you don't want a piece of glue, you know. So, all right, see, that's turning brown right now. You know, let me. All right, I'm gonna take the bacon and the onion mixture off of the stove for the moment, because I got those little bits of garlic in there, remember, and those will burn if I leave it on there. All right, So now let's crank it up, mother. We're cranking it up, and we're gonna put some D-Lo Flow. Thanks for coming in. Equal parts fat to flour. Yep, exactly. So now we actually got a pretty semi-dark. Now I'm gonna throw that was way too much. You don't want to put that much liquid in when you're making your roux. That was way too much. You want to do it very slowly, and otherwise you're going to end up with lumps. And this is going to be a lumpy gravy. I can tell you that right now. That was my biggest mistake. Right? I'm just adding chicken broth, and maybe not. Maybe I could fix it. I don't know. Okay. Yeah, I used chicken base. Better than bouillon chicken. That's actually really awesome chicken base to make my chicken broth with. Okay. Now you can see that this is way too thick. So now it's going to be determined. I'm going to add her. I made that chicken base very strong though, so that it's got plenty of flavor in it. So as you can see, this gravy is way too thick and not enough. So what I'm going to do is throw some nice cold milk in there. And here we go. Until it gets to the consistency that I want it at, which is going to be, that's it, but I know it's going to thicken up even more. Because I want it nice and, that's thick. I like it thick, but, it is what it is. Oh, we forgot one thing too. We're going to add some of the rotisserie chicken seasoning in to season the pan sauce. So that's just to give it a little extra notch. Oh yeah, let's turn it out. Throw a little bit more milk in. You do 1/4 cup too much, and then you're screwed. You got a loosey-goosey going on. But I think this is working out good. It's actually letting me scrape all the little fond off the bottom of the pan, which is all those lovely little crispy pieces that you get when you fry something. And they are just so packed with flavor. You don't ever want to throw that stuff away. That's actually why this has been an evolving dinner since I started, because I was just asking. JW, thank you for suggesting the pan fried, because I think, I wouldn't have made the pan sauce, and you guys got to see how that gets done. So now this little guy is gonna go. Everything's well incorporated, and I've got no lumps. I'm surprised. I really am surprised, because usually you have to incorporate the cold liquid into the hot roux very slowly. If you do too much at one time, you're just going to have lumps of flour. But I'm surprised. I thought I put too much in at the same time. So, all right, there I go. Now what I'm gonna do is throw these chickens in there. Look at that. Oh! They're grabbing each other. They're mingling. They're having fun. Boom! There we go. That's nice. So now, let me check the potatoes while I'm here. Who do we got in here? D-Lo Flow.
That's what she said. Yeah. I'm gonna check and see if the potatoes are hard. That's what she said too. Thing is with potatoes, we want soft potatoes. Ooh, my glass is steaming up every time I open the oven. Yeah, believe it or not, those aren't done. But that's why I was saying, like at the beginning of the video, you always want to start off with what's going to take the longest to cook. And I knew those potatoes were going to take longer to cook than everything else. Like the green beans, I throw them in here in 2 minutes, they're done. You know? The chicken, now we're pretty much done with the chicken. I keep that on low. The chicken's cooked. Chicken's cooked. Look at that. Ready to go. Seriously, guys, that wasn't hard. That was good. I mean, granted, if it's your first time cooking, it might be a little hard, but you go by the rules, you know. Boil the beans 8 minutes. Take them out. Cool them down. All right. We got my other stuff. I sauteed it to where it's not gonna burn. Not too high. Look at that. Look at that sauce. Look at that now. Ooh. Oh. Oh. Is that too thick? I don't think so. That's a nice looking sauce. What do you guys think? Come on. If you like it, put a 1 in the comment. If you don't like it, if you think it's too thick, put a 1. If you think it's just right, put a 2. And if you think it's too thin, put a 3. Everybody likes their sauces, different thicknesses. And I'm curious to see. All right, so now this is bubbling. I'm gonna turn that heat off and then we're just gonna go, all right, 1, too thick. No, just right. Just right, okay. Gotcha. Oh, you poor thing. You're waking up to smothered chicken and green beans and roasted potatoes. I'm sorry, buddy. I know you like to be waking up to eggs and bacon. You told me that's your favorite food. Breakfast food. Mine too, really. But a turkey and a cheese hoagie. You ate a whole turkey and a cheese hoagie. Oh, you had your teeth done. That's right. You had the dentist thing. Thank God. I forgot about that, D-Lo. Oh, you're doing somersaults at home then, being able to eat a sandwich. Oh, good for you, man. I'm scared. I'm probably going to have to get my teeth taken out. And let's just say within the next year or two, you know what I mean? I got periodontitis, which is a gum disease, which usually ends up, I'm going to lose my teeth, you know? Oh, wait, we still got the green beans to do, guys, you know? Yeah, no, yeah, I'm gonna be rocking dentures. If it's not, I'm gonna try to do it next summer when I don't have to work, you know? But we'll see. I hope I can make it through the season without having to do it before then. Well, D-Lo, anytime you're over here in my hood, same with you, Pretty. You guys are welcome to my table. Got a little smothered chicken. I want to make some green beans though. I'm just waiting for the. This is hot. This is hot and it's cooked. And even if everything takes a little bit longer, I just pop on the heat a little bit. It'll heat back up and it'll be ready for dinner time. It'll be hot, ready for dinner time. The other stuff, the bacon and the onions and the garlic and the butter are sitting here. All I do is heat it up, throw the green beans in, toss them around a little bit. I'm gonna need some salt because the butter that I always use unsalted butter. So I just gotta throw a little bit of salt in there and that's it. And then just heat up the pan. Once it starts sizzling, cut it off and that's it. I got nice, crunchy, firm green beans. Everybody likes a firm green bean, right? So if you're gonna eat a green bean, it's gotta be firm, you know? Nobody likes those soggy little, nobody likes a soggy green bean. I think I'm right all the way around, everywhere. You know? Jump through the live and jump in the kitchen. I hear you, bro. Thank you for coming in. Appreciate it. Appreciate it, pretty. Oh, you guys missed it. A little bit earlier. I had my boss coming in, busting my balls a little bit. I had to bust him back. All right. I'm gonna check the potatoes because we're almost done. Believe it or not. I don't even know what time it is tonight. Oh, it's only 7 o'clock. Cool. Yeah, I don't know what's going on. The potatoes are taking forever. All right, off the thing. All right, one-on-one chat while I'm waiting. Potatoes are gonna, like I said, it's gonna take 2 minutes. All I'm gonna do is I'll tell you everything in that green bean bowl. So it's got leftover bacon bits, some garlic, stuff like that. Oh Christ, I don't want cigarettes. All right. Okay. You have to go on a mission. We have to go on a mission to my car. Come on, Max. Come on, Max. Max! Max! Good boy. Good boy. I can't trust him outside by himself. If he sees a bunny rabbit, that's it. It's a done deal. Oh my goodness. I hope this doesn't disconnect because I have to go out to my... Oh, I'm sorry, hon. I'm going to go out to the car and grab my cigarettes, but I hope it doesn't disconnect. As you can see, it's dusk. Oh my God. Now the car's accidentally locked. Oh my God. Am I out of cigarettes? Oh no. Mr. Bill? Nope, we got some cigarettes. We're good. Oh. Hey, Sunflower. Welcome in. Welcome in. What we're gonna do is I'm waiting on the potatoes to finish up, and then once the potatoes finish up, I'm going to saute the green beans, and then that's it. Dinner's ready. And I'll probably throw the chicken on for just a minute to heat back up. It's dusk here. It's beautiful. The mosquitoes are probably going crazy. I don't know, because I'm just coming outside. Give me a second, guys. I'll be right back. All right. Who's still here? Jessica? Sunflower, welcome in. Uh-oh, I missed something. Oh, don't be sorry. You come and go. Come and go as you need, my friend. Come and go as you need. No offense taken. If you desire, you can always watch the replay. This one I think I'm gonna put that. I don't do a lot of my lives. I don't redo a lot of my lives, but this one I may do. We're already going on an hour and 17 minutes. Jeez. But I'm sure you guys want to see the ultimate finished product. So I'm going to at least finish the live with everything. I'm going to complete it, you know. Even if nobody's here, I'm still going to complete it. Just so if somebody's watching later, they can figure it out. But I want to give it thanks to everybody for showing up. I really do appreciate it. D-Lo, Pretty, Sunflower. Let's go through the list here. My Munchies Mafia. Who else? Who else is on? Who else is on? Pretty Heart, you guys. Oh, Louis Carrar was on. His father, Bill Carrar. Blue Butterflies. The Source. Bradley the Baker. Bradley the Baker, I just saw your comment. Yeah, no, that's the joke. Yes. Stab it with their steely knives. Yes, Bradley. Sorry I didn't see that. I was cooking. Sunflower, Blue Butterflies. I'm so sorry, guys. When I'm cooking, I can't really see the set. Jamal Williams is in. Rudy was in. Bill Carrar. Amen Boyat from India. Right? Thank you. Welcome in. Bill Carrar with lots of suggestions. Hunt 'em to the says. Yeah. I don't have many enough. Do you butterfly your chicken breast? Yeah, actually, JW asked a question. He asked me if I butterfly my chicken breast. I actually just split them right in half and made 2 different fillets out of 1 chicken breast. Sorry, I didn't see that while I was on. Yeah. JW, Pretty. I think that's it. Angry Bird. Austin Lane. Hello. Welcome in, guys. Khalifa. Hello. Are you making chicken? I hope I explained that, everybody. Like I said, it was hard. I read all the past stuff, everything that I missed, so. But everybody in, welcome in. I'm gonna complete this. I'm gonna make the green beans, then I'm gonna complete it, and throw everything out. No, Max, come on. Come on, Max. Max. Max, come on. Good boy. Max. I gotta go get him now. No, Max. Max, come on. Good boy. Good boy. He's being hesitant. He wants to go out and chase rabbits and squirrels. Come on, Max. Max. Good boy. He listens, but I have to sometimes call him once or twice. He doesn't listen right off the bat. He's not like a canine dog by any means. So, all right. So what we're gonna do? I'm gonna hold it for now, but we got the bacon, onions, the oil, the butter in there. Just got to throw a little bit of salt in. Then I'm gonna take the green beans that I cooled down by throwing them in some cool water. I'm gonna drain the water. I don't even know if you guys can see this really good or not. I'm going to get that really hot, that pan really hot, and I'm going to throw those in. But remember, guys, 8 minutes. 8 minutes. 8 minutes, and then right from 8 minutes into cool water. Zero excuses with C. Lee. I haven't seen you in a while, brother. Good to see you. How's everything? I haven't seen you in a while, bro. I've been busy. I haven't been able to catch any of your lives. Welcome in, welcome in. You just made my night, man. I haven't seen you in forever. Welcome in, sir. I was just doing a cooking video, and then I'm doing some green beans right now. I might crank that up a little bit just to get. I'm glad you did too. This is your first live you caught with me, I believe. Wonderful. Welcome in. Welcome in, brother. You know? Welcome in. Welcome in. I made some smothered chicken. I'm about to fry up some green beans with some bacon and onions. And I got some roasted potatoes, which... Ooh. Sorry. Now I'm all steamed out from my thing. I got some roasted potatoes in the oven. So we have roasted potatoes, green beans, smothered chicken. If you were here earlier, I was asking questions. What am I going to do with this chicken? Am I going to grill it, saute it, roast it? All right. All right, you guys see how that's starting to sizzle? We want it a little bit more. We want it a little bit hotter. Because we just are kissing green beans. We're just kissing them with the hot oil and everything. We don't want them to be, you know, we want them nice and firm. You know, we don't want the shriveled little teeny weeny short green beans. Well, thank you, Mr. Lee. But welcome in. I'm so happy to see you, man. I've watched several of your lives. I'm happy that you were able to make it on one of mine. That's awesome. Welcome in. Welcome in. All right, so what I'm going to do is throw these green beans in. Ooh, you hear there's a little bit of liquid in there. You hear that sizzle. Now all I'm going to do is just toss them in that hot oil. They're still going to be crispy, you know, and they're going to have that bacon, garlic, and onion flavor. Ooh, what did I say? Salt. Gotta add salt because I don't use, god damn it, I don't use salted butter, so I have to season. The reason why I don't use salted butter though is because sometimes I cook with seasoning things, for instance like the chicken, that adobo seasoning that I was seasoning it with,
has lots of salt in it. You know? Pretty, you're welcome to my table anytime. Welcome to my table anytime, love. And so basically I use unsalted butter because I never know what I'm going to cook with. And you can always add salt, but you can't take it away. So you've got to keep that in mind. If you've got these seasonings, rotisserie chicken seasoning that I was using, stuff like that, you know what I'm talking about, Mr. Lee. You know what I'm talking about because you were talking about your seasonings on the last live I was in. But you know, when you got the seasonings, some of them have salt in them, some of them don't. You know, and that's what you can do. Ooh, see they're frying. You can hear them. You can see them bubbling. I'll toss that in a second because I don't want to cook them too much. All I'm doing is kissing them. They were at room temperature, so just throwing the milk back in the fridge. I try to clean as I go, but it doesn't always work out. So what I'm doing is, man overboard. All right, that's good. I'm gonna get that to bubble again, the smothered chicken, and that's it. I'm gonna turn the oven off, and I'm gonna bring out these roasted potatoes and onions. These are adobo seasoned from Miss Helms, you know? So now I gotta clean up all this stuff to make room for my kids to actually get some stuff, because when I'm cooking on live I gotta make a little bit of an extra mess. They're not too happy about that, but that's what we're doing. That's what we're doing. All right, oven's off. Green beans are hot. Smothered chicken, we can crank it up, just bring it up to a boil real quick. And yeah, I'm just trying to organize everything because, yeah, that's it. We're done. We're done. All right, green beans are hot. All right, as you can see, that sauce is thickening up a little bit. I may have to thin it. No, I don't think I have to thin it. I think it's still good. I'm just gonna throw a little fork in there just to make sure. Sauce is thick, but it's really not too thick. Tastes delicious. Wonderful. Perfect. Like I said, it's a little thick for me. I like a little thin. If I was having mashed potatoes, I would want it a lot more thinner, but we're having roasted potatoes tonight, so this works out. I'm turning it off. It's nice and bubbly. Everything's hot. Green beans are hot. Potatoes right out of the oven. Let's look at these guys. You see a little burnt up onions. Onions get cooked a little bit more. They're caramelized, not burnt, but they're still good. They're still delicious. And actually, I heard that in India, that when they're making the cooking fire and stuff like that, they'll take a whole onion, throw it into the fire, and just let the outside of the onion get charred while it's cooking on top of the coals. And then they'll peel that burnt layer away and eat the thing as like a dessert, you know, because the sugars caramelize and they sweeten up. So, but thanks everybody for stopping by tonight, and I do appreciate it, and hope to see you next time. Oh, I wish so too. I wish so too. Smell-o-vision. We got to make some smell-o-vision, right? Thank you, Mr. Lee. Thank you for stopping in. That's so cool that you stopped in. Is this your first? This is the first time you came into one of my lives, I think. In fact, I'm positive because I would have recognized you. I would have recognized you a while ago, brother. Welcome in. Welcome in. I'm glad. I'm glad you were able to make it. I'm glad you. I'm glad you're enjoying it. But all right, I'm gonna keep this live on. I normally get rid of my lives. I'm gonna keep this one on. So if you guys want to come, check out what I did, the recipe, the process, etc. Feel free and thank you. Please like. I would say subscribe, but everybody that's been here tonight's been subscribed pretty much. And they're either going to subscribe or not, so I'm not going to worry about that. But I'm going to ask you guys, please like. That's it. And it was good to see everybody. Thank you, everybody, for stopping in. Have a wonderful night. And have a wonderful hump day, right? Oh, okay. Well, good, good. I still recognize you. Usually when I'm doing cooking videos, I barely see the chats because I'm focused on cooking and doing all stuff like that. And I'll glance up, but I miss a lot of stuff. I try to go, but I do. So either way, welcome in, brother. Thank you. Same to you. Same to you, Mr. Lee. Everybody have a wonderful night. Take care. Thank you for joining.